make you stay, but I can't rely on you. Doesn't matter what I do. You say you need a time, I think you mean a buyout, 'cause it's pretty clear you're on your way out. And though I understand it's hard sometimes to make up your mind in these trying times, yeah, I just can't accept you leaving me when I'm overseas with the heart so heavy. Think that I deserve the truth for once, not a guilty tone, 'cause you're not alone, yeah. You said you wanna come home, but I know you don't. So this time I won't hear it on the phone. If you got something to say to me, then say it to my face. What it's all about, why you're bailing out. Think you owe me an apology. Just say it to my face. You're sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. Say it to my face. You're sorry. And I quit my job for you, even quit some friends for you, 'cause you couldn't stand it, me all independent, so you had to have me for yourself. That was when I trusted you, when I could add up 2 and 2, when you promised we'd be together, you, me, forever. Now there's nothing left to lose. And though I understand it's hard sometimes to make up your mind in these trying times, yeah, I just can't accept you leaving me when I'm overseas with the heart so heavy. Think that I deserve the truth for once, not a guilty tone, 'cause you're not alone, yeah. You said you wanna come home, but I know you don't. So this time I won't hear it on the phone. If you got something to say to me, then say it to my face. What it's all about, why you're bailing out. Think you owe me an apology. Just say it to my face. You're sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. Say it to my face. You're sorry. This time I think I get it. This love was overrated. No more infatuated, and I blame it on you. I blame it on you. Yeah. This time I hope you get it. In love you shouldn't fake it. No, I'm old enough to take it. So just say it to me. Say it to me. So this time I won't hear it on the phone. If you got something to say to me, then say it to my face. What it's all about, why you're bailing out. Think you owe me an apology. Just say it to my face. You're sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. You're so sorry. Say it to my face. You're sorry. am looking for a fire to keep me on the line. Yeah, a fire with a dazzling light. And I don't know if I am closer. Still looking for a fire in the end of the night. So don't hide it, 'cause I know that you do. I know that you do. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. Before it's over. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. I remember when you told me it's alright. Don't know why I could not see. We have to stay together now. Save me some time. Come help me find the light. I am looking for a fire to keep me on the line. Yeah, a fire with a dazzling light. And I don't know if I am closer. Still looking for a fire in the end of the night. So don't hide it, 'cause I know that you do. I know that you do. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. Wait for me, baby. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it now. You say that you will change the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you wear your hair. Change the way you dress, the way you kiss, everything, 'cause you are scared that I might leave you. Well, why should I leave you? Baby, please don't talk to me that way. Don't talk to me that way. 'Cause I think you're perfect for me, just the way you are. And I don't ever want to leave you. Baby, don't you talk to me that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm sorry if I sound a little harsh, but I don't know how to get through to you. Because you don't seem to know that you are everything a girl could dream of. Baby, won't you hear me? Don't talk to me that way. 'Cause I think you're perfect So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder, you know. Sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, and maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my knees. Keep losing sleep, I'm manic, dream at midnight.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy J Red Unfiltered, back with another show. Just want to say I appreciate you guys for stopping through and just thanks for rocking out with me. I've been I've been trying to do this show for a couple days now, and I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. It's been rough. It's been rough for a couple reasons because first and foremost, just to keep it blunt with you guys, because I consider you guys like part of my family. You know what I mean? That's you. I don't know. I'll come up with a name later, but you know what I mean. You guys, I consider you guys part of my tribe. But life has been lifing, and I'm just gonna be honest. Life has just been it's just been kind of rough. So, you know, when I come before you guys, I've hit record on the camera. I've hit the live button several times, and then I had to take it down or just reassess how I wanted to approach some things, because I don't just want to come up here just speaking just to speak. You know what I mean? I try to actually come with a purpose and a message and something, because at the end of the day, when we come at these platforms, it's to entertain. Yeah, we're trying to entertain you with our thoughts and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it is about something bigger, and it's bigger than just me. So it's just, I, first and foremost, I just need y'all to understand that sometimes it's hard. It's hard to get in front of that camera because you got so much stuff going on in life, so many things that you're going through, and we all have our own battles and demons. And you know what I mean? Some of us may be living perfect lives. Some of us may be just living happy, thriving lives. But some of us, it's not our turn yet. And we're paying our dues. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the phase where I am in life, is just, and that's when I'm just starting to learn, is just, or I'm having to learn to be okay with that. Is just, what I mean, I'm just paying my dues, and that is not my turn yet, and a lot of things. And that's why I thought that this would be a good topic, because this isn't something, what I mean, for just the people that like just are thriving and happy in life. This isn't for you. This isn't, like, what I mean, it's not for you. This is directed for the people who who are going through stuff or have been through stuff and can relate to people that are, that, what I mean, because, like, let's see, how do I want to say this, give you an example, right? But Kevin said, well, before I do that, let me read these comments real quick. Tom always showing love. I appreciate you. Thank you as always, for real. Since, like, for real, Tom, you always showing up. You always dropping positive messages, and what I mean, I really appreciate it. Y'all don't understand how much sometimes people be needing to see that kind of stuff. J Red and family always stay healthy, blessed, balanced, and life focused and motivated every day. And don't forget to thank God for his grace and waking you up this morning. Right. Salute time. Um being good is definitely not good enough because we have used and people will take advantage. We have users and people will take advantage of you, especially family and close friends that might turn into your number one enemy. I call them leeches. That's real. That's real. That's real. That's real. We gonna get into that. Trust me. Um, Time says good people finish last because lack of respect. Yeah, that's true. And time. Oh, which song? See, yeah, which song? Which part in the playlist? Which one? Like the first one, the third one, you know what I mean? Which one? Um. Oh, don't talk to me that way. I look that up, or I might just put them in the description or something. Don't talk to me. I don't. What's that dude's name? Time. If you watching, this is for you. Uh, don't me that way. The artist is Victor Lundberg's time. I'm not sure who the actual singer is, but the artist is Victor Lundberg. He does two songs on there actually. Dancing emoji, and we appreciate you too, Jerry. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. But like I was saying, cause when we come, as content creators, I believe that we have a responsibility that when we come before you, is to be authentic, right? So that's really what I want to do today. I just want to be authentic. I'm not gonna try to belabor a bunch of points. I just, you know what I mean? I'm just here to kick it and just share my opinions on things. And mainly that just goes to just speaking about the idea of being good is not good enough. In today's society, being good is not acceptable. It's not enough for you to be above the minimum. You know what I mean? You have to be the exceptional. You have to be the greatest. You have to be at the top, or your contributions don't matter. And that's and we see this type of mindset reflected over different mediums, whether it's like dating, relationship, dating and relationships, whether it's marriage, whether it's just society in general. We know we see it, and it's just being good, being better than average is not good enough. You have to be exceptional. And that's the only way that you get recognition. That's the only way that you stand out. And this is particularly among black culture. I'm just singling out black culture because you don't see this in other cultures. You don't see this in other cultures. Yes, the top flourish. That is universal. That's how it's always gonna be. But you got to think about it. Like those videos where Kevin Samuels would show all these women, and I reacted even to a video where like a woman was literally brought to tears at the thought of having to settle with a man that she laid down with. You know what I mean? And when we think about that, just once upon a time, right? Once upon a time, average men got with average women, right? Nowadays, even the average women have high value expectations. And that's the thing that is kind of funny, unfortunate, I guess, so to say, about the whole high value conversation, because that's just what it is. A lot of people are just never gonna make it into that category. And that's just the truth of the matter. And you know, it's better. It's better to show than to tell, guys. Mm, it's better to tell than to show, guys. Or it's better to show than to tell, guys. Sorry. Um, Time says J Red being good is good enough for being good is good enough for me, and if that is not good enough, then peace pieces to them. Yeah, and I like, and that's the thing. I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that, and that's the thing. But I'm gonna just say everybody doesn't have that strength, and as a person who's learning what those like what that type of strength, like the type of strength that it requires, it's hard. You know what I mean? Like I used to run with a lot of man on spirit talking points, a lot of red pill talking points, and even like if you go back to like my early videos, you notice that there were a lot of red pill talking points and a lot of manosphere centric talking points that I touched on. But the more that I've noticed, it's like, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that you're wrong, and I'm not saying I think that we should strive to be what time is saying. I'm just saying that I have a lot more empathy for people that can't do it now because I realize what real strength and like what it takes. And I also like I said, just being transparent. I know what it means to feel. I know what it means to be in a situation where you feel like you're not built for it. You know what I mean? You're in a hole that you're not built for, and it's rough. You know what I mean? And sometimes sometimes people gotta stand behind the stuff that they saying. I'm just saying, not everybody can. You know, but I want to look at this video real quick. Yeah, I want to look at this video real quick because, like I said, it's better to show than to tell. This woman, what we're basically looking for is a discussion, and this discussion is going to be about women and their preferences, right? Because, like I said, we have to look at being good. What is good? We have to actually set a standard in order to actually articulate a theory one way or the other. We have to set a standard and actually agree upon what we're saying. So, for instance, are blue collar jobs, are they good enough, or do you want a drug dealer? Does a man have to have fast money, or is a hard working job good enough? That's what we have to understand. Does a man, because we hear women talking about, oh, we don't want a bum, oh, we don't want bums, right? So that's the minimum, right? We don't want bums, okay? So we know we don't want bums, all right? But what do you want? Do you want a guy that just earns enough money to take care of you and do what you need to do? Or do you want a man that has enough to give you everything that you want and you desire? Because most people are going to choose the latter. And a lot of people are going to crash out trying to provide the latter for a lot of for people. And that's the thing. It's just, you know what I mean? Before we get into this video, Time says we black folks got to truly love ourselves. You can't please everybody, but you can please yourself. That's a lot of pressure to be more than what you are. Yeah. And the truth of the matter is that's what we see. That's what we see in today's society. But you know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you. Let's check this video out.
I would be so attracted to someone who actually took on a skill set at work. Like, I don't really want to know that you're flipping fries all day.
They're not.
And I'm sorry. No more McDonald's talk after this.
So would you take a Starbucks worker that's making 65, 75,000, or you want to take somebody who's told you and sold you a dream on their entrepreneur and hasn't even made a dollar on it, but they're scamming on the side so they have a little money to survive?
That's cool because listen, you ever seen?
That's cool, right? Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Like I said, guys, I apologize. I know this stream is gonna be a little rough. I apologize. I hope you guys give me a little grace. Like I said, I tried to hit record a couple times, and this is probably the best, the best I'm gonna get. So, I'm just hopefully you guys show me a little grace.
The Pursuit of Happiness.
The Pursuit of
Happiness with Y. Have you ever seen that movie?
He was an innovator, though. It's different.
Yeah, depending on what kind of opportunity. It depends on what kind of entrepreneur you are. Okay? In my mind, in my heart. And when you got a woman like me by your side, maybe I can help you get there.
Just to set the scenario, this guy says a Starbucks worker making 50 to 60K, which is around the average median income. That's the average median income. For those of you that don't know, the average person in the United States, the average household in the United States is around 50 to 60K. You know what I mean? So give or take. Give or take. So that's average. That's the average person. If we go to the black community, it gets a lot lower because we're talking like 36 to 45K. So making 50, 60K in the black community means that you're doing above average. Let's put that in a real perspective, guys. Making 50 to 60K in the black community is equivalent to being above average. It's a B. It's a B. A low B, but it's a B. In perspective, you're not in the AP class, you're not in the honor roll, you're not the A student, but guess what? You're better than average. You're not a C student. That's 50 to 60K. This woman just said that she would rather have an entrepreneur with shaky money, but he's okay because he's a scammer. Because it depends on what you're doing. It depends on what you're doing. But he's a scammer, meaning that he could possibly go to jail. This is what I'm talking about. We have to look at the actual standards and what is expected of people to know what is the bar. What is the bar? Because we know that you can't be a bum. Like I said, you can't be a bum. But 50 to 60K is above average on paper. So what are we talking about? And because most of the time when you ask these questions, that's why a lot of people used to have a lot of problems with Kevin Samuels. Because when you ask these questions, you get into the nitty gritty, and you get to a position where you have to really confront your expectations about reality and what you expect from the world. Most women, you ask them how much they want their guy to be making, they gonna say they want somewhere between 100K to 400 to 500K. If we being honest, I've heard those answers. 50 to 60K, being good, versus 500, 600K. The elite. How are you supposed to compete with that? When the average girls, the average women, the average people are shooting for that average life, for that above average lifestyle. Well, Tom says a woman wants what please her at the time. Yes, and that's true. And that's why I say that that's why you see a lot of these women that when they get older, they regret it. That's why Kevin Samuels used to say, oh, they hit the wall. All these women, they get older and they regret it. They regret these decisions. But a lot of people, A lot of people that you will find in this modern society, this modern era, this modern generation encourages people to live in the moment and do what pleases them at the time. If you aren't the vibe or you aren't satisfying that person at the time, then guess what? You're obsolete. You're obsolete. That's what society teaches. That's what society teaches. But you know, I mean, I'm spoiling the video though.
You know,
I was just about to say, with those kind of people, you always kind of like you want to help them so that they get there.
Right.
You choosing the McDonald's person or the rapper?
That is.
I mean,
one.
Why do we have to choose?
Pick
no,
one.
but I'm sorry,
I'm so
guys.
good being single.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I like to enjoy my life. I'm picking the rapper because wait, I just like to have a good time.
Is it a wannabe rapper? Or is it a real rapper?
You like to
If I
be
listen to this
stressed.
mixtape, it is kind of like okay, we could work with this.
Jada, you gonna?
Now think about everything that comes with being in a relationship with a rapper. Think about everything that comes with being in a relationship with a rapper, right? But if we're talking about because assuming we're talking about a successful rapper, right? They're living a lifestyle that is not average. So when they experience that lifestyle, how is the next guy? Because you know that rapper is not gonna marry him. If we're being honest, the rapper's not gonna marry him. The rapper's not gonna take care of him. The rapper's gonna have their fun with him and then send them back. Let's just be honest. So now that she's experienced that lifestyle, how is she gonna be able to go back to average, to normal, to regular? How?
Help him sell his mixtape? You gonna be passing it out?
Wait, if y'all passing out mixtapes,
When you really like somebody, you find yourself doing strange things. Now, when I was younger, I probably would have been helping pass my man's mixtape out, and I've been like talking to my friends like, this shit is fire. Like you would have been playing it in the car, the only one dancing. So but I'm older now, but I'm just saying I understand, guys, if you do, decide that you want to be with the rapper instead of the McDonald's.
I remember back in the day when I was
Everybody needs love.
When I was only rapping, I told this girl I was a rapper. She said, I said, what? She said, another one. I said, wow, you don't believe in me? She said, I'm just saying. I said, okay. It didn't last long. Did not last long. But that's the thing, because everybody has dreams and aspirations, and then the reality's gonna set in. Is like there's a lot of people that.
And if you notice that in the black community, that's another testament of our culture. Is because we only have dreams and aspirations of being a rapper, being an athlete. Because guess what? It's quick money. It's quick money. So those are the only ways that people really feel like that they can make it. Those are the only ways that people really feel like they've made it, is if they can become a rapper or become an entertainer of some sort. And I don't know. Maybe I'm off. I could be off. That's why I said, guys. I could be off. It took me a couple days to get this together, so I could be off. Time says, but when that man fails, then they say men are no good. There's no good men out there. Women are hypocrites. They don't know what they want. I agree. I agree. And particularly these modern women, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's just, you know what I mean? You hate to see it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You really hate to see it. They're hypocrites. They are hypocrites, because at the end of the day, their actions don't align with what they say. You know what I mean? They say one thing and then they do another. They say they want one type of thing, but then their actions prove that their actions dictate another thing. You know what I mean? That's why, like, if y'all, would y'all ever imagine a world where we actually really were judging women by their baby daddies? You know what I mean? Like your baby daddy is now your official social class. Your baby daddy is now the identification of where you are. You know what I mean? Could you imagine what that would be like for a lot of people? Could you imagine what that would be like if we just said, you know what? Like, it's just insane. Time says, I'm not fronting no woman's lifestyle but my wife. Time, peace. Strength to you, brother. Strength. Strength. Get up and talk to us. Talk to us. Preach. Yeah.
Coming hip to it, you come to me and you tell me, yeah, I'm an aspiring or upcoming actress or model.
If you're upcoming, you have had to book a few things.
No, there's no such thing as upcoming, right? It's either you're there, you're there or you're not. Which one is it?
That's not true.
No,
you act like there's no in between with work.
Yeah,
There is.
Yo, because upcoming.
You could
gotta
have
grind. You gotta-
okay, say for a model,
Broadway.
you can do like little things, and then you've got like one medium size.
You ever
Couple of commercials.
You know what upcoming?
You ever see aspiring models' first few pictures?
Yeah, I have some.
Tragic.
I have some.
Oh my goodness. I'd be like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, who took this? You know, you getting cheap photographers. Why do you have this outfit on? It's crazy. But then as you learn and you grow, you know, you get the better photographers, you get the better looks. Now you have sets. Now you have, you know, hair and makeup involved. Before you were just throwing on a wig and leave the edges out. So basically what I'm saying is you got to start somewhere and then you know.
There is no, let me tell you something.
Graduate to
there is no up
the
and
level you wanna
coming.
be.
It's either you're there or you're not, right? If you're booking, let me tell you something. Just because you book 3 gigs a year for $300 does not mean you're up and coming. Doesn't mean you're booked and busy. It means that it means that you were available. Okay? Well, you know what it is? When you can pay your bills off of your career, you're not. Some people would say, yeah, I'm not famous, but I make my money and I pay and I live on my day-to-day life doing what I love to do. Then you're not even up and coming. You made it. You might only make, 60, 70,000 a year, but you pay all your bills with your career.
Which again, I'm just letting you guys know. Making 60 or 70,000, particularly in the black community, is above average. You already are in a whole different percentile. Just so you know, like that's the idea and guys, like I said, Google is free. You can look this up yourself. $35K for black women. About 40 to 45K. It's like 36, I'm sorry. 36 for black women, like 40, like it's like around 42, 40 something for black men. But the average for universal for the actual like, country or whatever like that is more like around like 65 or something like that. Just to let you know where the black community stacks up to everybody else. But Time says that baby daddy is a part of that woman's life forever. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's absolutely true. Yeah, like I said, sorry guys.
Then you're not up and coming, you're there. The up and coming and aspiring, and I see that in any bios, I don't even follow, I don't even scroll, I just go back. Like
I just go back.
I just go back because I don't want nothing up and coming. I don't want nothing aspiring. It's either you there or you not. You're gonna give yourself a title. That's like saying, you're a soon-to-be wife. Well, when is soon to be?
It's either your wife or
You're not. like you feel
So
me?
literal. I can't.
Yo,
Oh my
life is
God.
black and white. We just try to give excuses.
That's why you say fiance.
You're not even.
Fiance.
Here we go. Fiance.
Well, some of them are not even fiancés.
Fiance is be inspiring. It would be aspiring.
Aspiring wives?
Is, yeah, like,
Or husbands, wives.
I don't know.
So, ladies, do you feel like women are missing out potentially on the good guys or on a dating or the other
Women
guys?
don't give a damn anymore.
No, well, I don't think that they're missing
Women
out
don't
on
give
the
a
good guys. They're missing out on the bag because it's the blue collar workers that they're ashamed of. That we're ashamed of. Let me include myself. They got the bag. But anybody can be a good guy. That doesn't mean all blue collar workers are good guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know a lot that aren't.
That's why I just said I don't think women give a damn anymore. You damned if you do, damned if you
Yeah,
don't.
if the guy that you're looking for needs to have the bag, then you're looking at the wrong places. So yes, I think that women do miss out on the dating pool because when they hear blue collar worker, those jobs aren't really as respectable in this day and age, and they're probably just assuming that
can
they're
honestly agree.
broke.
I can agree.
I think that they just don't realize how much money that they actually do make.
Yeah,
And
they're not rich. They're just stable.
No, but I agree because, for example, if I see somebody in the store, I'm gonna be nice to you, and I'm gonna like, if you spark good conversation with me, like it depends. Like, I'm not just gonna judge you off for it. A person like me, I might end up talking to the person that is the blue collar worker or whatever, because again, like I don't just.
But what if he real cute?
That's what I'm saying. If you real cute, what up? If you come out looking like Brown Thor, it's work. Like what? Aquaman. Fine, and you back in what you need help with that paperwork?
What do you champion?
You need help keeping count.
Listen, can I get some free fries since we talking now?
That's definitely me. But the second
Taking space is really
let me
integral
get your
to how I
number.
move through the world.
What?
Pesar de las burlas, de las críticas, I champion inclusivity.
Individuality. They better
Yes.
tomorrow.
I love to
Put
flirt
some
though.
real
I
high.
give myself flirt. I'm gonna definitely.
It's a no with a smile too.
You just love, you love
said
declining. It's a no with a smile.
I might give you
like-
my number. If I answer, is questionable. Might not answer, but I
No,
might.
I don't give
you my number.
anybody my number. You can take my Instagram.
That's cool. I'll start with the Instagram.
I need more followers.
I've always gotten a number from there.
You can follow me on Instagram.
My flirty behavior gets me in trouble. So
Oh, for sure.
I don't even be meaning it most of the time, but I just do it.
Yo, what is that about? What is that?
I don't know. It's
Y'all
just
like
fun.
attention?
It's just like I don't know. I just like it. I like playing. I like.
I feel like as
being
soon as
in
I
charge.
open my mouth, I'm like such a smiley person. They think I'm flirting with them anyway.
Period. Yep, that's true. That is so true. I'm the type of person that I will let a conversation keep going. In my mind, sometimes I'm like, if you don't get on my face, or I just be like, I got him. He is so hooked. Look, he's so hooked. Why are you so geeked?
She's like squint, Jada squint.
That gives me pleasure. So yeah.
I just like fucking around with guys.
No, but I think sometimes, like, I don't know, you like having people on you. Like, oh, he on me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you don't
he
want
might
him?
think he.
No.
I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to feel like someone puts you on a pedestal. Like, maybe he doesn't think he's good enough.
Well, I'm not saying all that.
Okay. Tom, that's a good question. That's a good question. Let's talk about it. Okay. So, what's the positive of a woman that has a kid, and how does that benefit your love without show the kid love too? Or without showing the kid love too? That is a great question. And the truth of the matter is, I'm just gonna be real with you. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. Just give me a second, cause I'm gonna really share my thoughts. Hold on, guys. It's real quick. Yeah. All right. Basically, okay. So let's just be real, and hopefully this don't get me canceled or whatever like that, because I'm still pro men and all that stuff. But okay. Sorry about that, guys. So Tom asks, what's the positive of a woman that has a kid, and what does that benefit your love without showing the kid love too? You can't. You can't. I don't think you can, actually. You can't love a woman with kids, in my opinion, without loving the kid too. It's a package deal. Now, I'm not saying whether whether that commitment is worth it to you, that's something that each man has to, and I believe that that's something that each man has to, you know, come to that conviction on your own. You got to come to that conviction on your own. I'm not one of those guys that's gonna tell you that, oh, you just shouldn't do it. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's a lot. There's a lot that comes with that. But you have to love the kid too. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Sometimes the kids are good, the kids are great, but sometimes it's the you know, it might be, you know, they father or whatever. You know what I mean? It could be it's so many things, so many factors that you got to consider. But like I said, if it's worth it to you, because there are some women who might be your ideal partner, they just got a kid. So I'm not gonna tell you one way or the other which one I think you should do, but I think that if the woman, I think that there are a lot of people that have been positively influenced by a step parent, and I can think of people specifically who have been positively influenced by a step parent. So them being in a situation where, like I said, if you're willing to if you have the conviction to pour into that kid's life, and the mother is allows the kid to be receptive, and there aren't any conflict issues beyond your control, then I mean, like I said, that benefit, I mean, you still helping the community. Look, it's not an ideal situation raising another man's kid or putting yourself in that situation. I'm saying it's not an ideal situation. I'm just saying that if somebody does do it, I'm not gonna judge them. I just want them to be ready for the commitment, and that they have to understand that it's gonna take a lot of conviction. That's my opinion on that. Time says all these women on this show is talking about is money and probably don't know how to be a help me. These women are takers. Yeah, I mean, that's modern women for you. I'm gonna be honest, and that's why I hate to say it, but I'm using them as an example because that's modern women. That's modern women that we have to deal with.
Don't wait for fate. Download Bumble now.
Yeah, those are
I would be so attracted.
Time says these stepfathers have to know they're cleaning up another man's job, giving these women excuses for their bad behavior, for their bad decisions. Steve Harvey and all stepfathers are the cleanup man. Like I said, I mean, on one hand, you're right. On one hand, you are right. On one hand, you're absolutely right. But on another hand, what you have to you have to understand. Yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth, but like I said, there are some women that have kids that they make it worthwhile. So yeah, they make it worthwhile. But hold on, guys. I'm sorry, I gotta go on a quick intermission, real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra querer. Apagaram as luzes pra eu ver. Saí da onde vim pra eu poder ser. Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar. Eu disse é pelo mar que eu vou nadar.
All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's get back to these comments. Tom says, who's been influenced by a stepmother? We don't have a lot of stepmothers in the world today because a child is worth more to their mother financially. There are no stepmothers because our court system don't have fathers with full custody. Fathers pay child support, not mothers. It's how the court system is. I will say, Tom, I do actually know a guy that does get child support. So I mean, even though that is the general, exceptions don't make the rule, so that's true. But yeah, just so you know, it might be possible for guys to get that. I think a lot of guys just can't do they aren't properly informed on what they should do in order to get full custody, you know what I mean? And more than likely, depending on where you live, yeah, the women, it is going to be tailored towards the women. So I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that, maybe I'm just saying maybe it might be something that we need to look into. But let's get back into this, because like I said, I'm not gonna, I'm not, yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, and this is the thing. Most guys wouldn't ask for it, but you'd be surprised though. You'd be surprised, and I mean, I think with him, I know him, so I know him, so it's a matter of principle. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. But I think step parents, and I think being a step parent can be worth it. Just to get back to your earlier point, I do think being a step parent can be worth it. Now, what I don't think it's worth it when they don't appreciate what you do and what you bring, because being in a step parent, like you said, you are cleaning up another man's responsibility. You are doing that. So the problem is a lot of these modern women don't appreciate the men that are stepfathers, and they end up taking advantage of these stepfathers, and therefore it gets a bad rep. But the truth of the matter is, step parents, I mean, they have a role. Let's just be honest, because at the end of the day, all these men do not, I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, can I just be candid? Some of these guys some of these women pick bad guys to have kids with. And just because they make that bad decision doesn't mean they should stay with that man. If he's abusive, if he's violent, that doesn't mean that they should stay with that man. You know what I mean? And it's better for the child if they see a two-parent household. That's what people got to understand. It's about the children too. So if the children can get that father figure, because guess what? Women can't raise men. So if they can get that father figure from another man who's willing to do it and can be looked at as a father, and he's given the same benefits and respect as a father, then I mean, yeah, I mean, it's Time says being a step parent is a blessing for the child. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's true. That's true. For the child.
Judge you off for it. A person like me, I might end up talking to the person that, you know, is the blue collared worker or whatever, because again, like, I don't just.
But what if he real cute?
That's what I'm saying. If you real cute, what up? If you come out looking like Brown Thor, it's work. Like, what? Aquaman?
Grassy
Fine,
back
you
scratches.
back to what you need help with that paperwork?
That could be an
definitely,
oh,
I'm
tick
the
moment.
You need help keeping count.
Listen, can I get some free fries since we talking now?
That's definitely me. But the second you let me get your number, no.
What?
I don't know. That's funny.
You gonna flirt and then double?
I do that.
That's so
I love
childish.
to flirt though, so I can
do
see myself
that.
flirting with the. I'm gonna definitely.
It's a no with a smile too.
You just love, you love
said no.
declining. It's a no with a smile.
I might give you my number if
And these women are vicious too. They're vicious.
I to a whack dude before, and then it depends. Like, you know, I'm not just gonna judge you off for it. A person like me, I might end up talking to the person that, you know, is the blue collared worker or whatever, because again, like, I don't just.
But what if he real cute?
That's what I'm saying. If you real cute, what up? If you come out looking like Brown Thor, it's work. Like, what? Aquaman? Fine, you back to what you need help with that paperwork? I'm the.
You need help keeping count.
Yep. And time, this is the key. This is something that's an important part. This is why I say that you got to be ready for a lot that comes with it. And one of the things that actually will come with it is that if that relationship is over, then your relationship with that child might be over. And getting attached to children, you know what I mean? That's something that's hard. That's something that's hard to break. It's hard to break. You know, getting attached to children. Like really attached to children, like where you like where they're like a part of your life and all that kind of stuff. Especially if you don't have your own yet. Oh my God, it's gonna be rough when you and that person are together, and unless y'all work out some kind of agreement. But depending on the type of terms y'all end on, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're not just breaking up. You're not just breaking up with the woman. You're also breaking up with the kid too. And that's just assuming that you have a positive relationship with the kid. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be hopeful about a scenario where we're not just talking about like a dirtbag situation where, you know, people are just like, oh, you know, we just tolerating each other. We just hate each other. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be hopeful about that we're not talking about that type of situation. You know what I mean? But if we're talking about a situation where, yeah, it's rough. Time to answer. I mean, if you're just asking who benefits, I mean, yeah, it's obviously the woman and the child benefit. The woman benefits from having having the man to provide the structure and the stability, and the child benefits. The guy doesn't benefit from that. You know what I mean? The guy doesn't benefit from that. But then some could also argue that the guy really doesn't benefit very much from marriage in general. You know what I mean? But yeah, like for the most part, I mean, I see what you're saying. You say we're talking about the good guy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, in that situation, I mean, the guy, I mean, it's not carrying on your bloodline, your direct bloodline, but I mean, stepchildren, I think that stepchildren can play a part in your legacy. I think that they can play a part in your legacy. That's true. It's not yours, but I mean, I'm just saying, it's just like, I think that in that situation, the you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's you making me think. Time, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comments too, because you know when you guys comment, you know it really does help keep the show going. Like I say, I'm struggling. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put on a brave face, but I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm going through it in real life. But yeah, I just, I appreciate it. I appreciate stimulating my brain, get my mind off of this. Make it easier. I think, yeah, I don't think that's a situation. It's a selfless job. It's a selfless, thankless job being a step parent. It's selfless and it's thankless. So I mean, if we're talking about who benefits, it's not the man. It's not the man in that situation. It's not the man, but based off of the conditions, it might be worth it. That woman might bring something to your life that you can't find with other women. You know what I mean? She might be, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to find genuine connections with people, and she might be that connection for you. So she might be worth it for you. She might be worth it for you. But again, like I said, we talking about being good enough. When you listen to these women, you know that this is just a good expectation. Time says the women benefits and the son loses. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a thankless, selfless job. It doesn't, but it's selfless and it's thankless, guys. That's the truth. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Listen, can I get some free fries since we talking now?
That's definitely me. But the second you let me get your number, no.
What?
No.
I don't know. Funny.
You gonna flirt and then double?
I do that.
That's so
I love
childish.
to flirt though, so I can see
do
myself
that.
flirting with. I'm gonna definitely.
It's a no with a smile too.
You just love, you love
said no.
declining. It's a no with a smile.
I might give you
like-
my number. If I answer, is questionable. Might not answer, but I
No,
might.
I don't give
you my number.
anybody my number. You can take my Instagram.
That's cool. I would start with the Instagram.
I need more followers.
I've always gotten a number from there.
You can follow me on Instagram.
My flirty behavior gets me in trouble. So
Oh, for sure. I
I don't
can't
even
help
be meaning it most of the time, but I just do it.
Yo, what is that about? What is that?
I don't know. It's
Y'all
just
like
fun.
attention?
It's just like I don't know. I just like it. I like playing. I
feel like as
being
soon
in
as I
charge.
open my mouth, I'm like such a smiley person. They think I'm flirting with them anyway.
Period. Yep, that's true. That is so true. I'm the type of person that I will let a conversation keep going. In my mind, sometimes I'm like, if you don't get on my face, or I just be like, I got him. He is so hooked. Look, he's so hooked. Why are you so geeked?
She's like, squint, Jada, squint.
That gives me pleasure. So yeah.
Y'all just like fucking around with guys.
No, but I think sometimes, like, I don't know, you like having people on you. Like, oh, he on me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you don't
he
want
might
him?
think he.
No.
I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to feel like someone puts you on a pedestal. Like, maybe he doesn't think he's good enough.
Well,
I'm not saying
all
that that's the case.
I didn't say, you okay?
No.
This is going too far. Let's just forget it.
Tell me that some women will date a man and not like him, but he can make her feel
The same
good
thing
enough to
men
keep
do?
him.
Yeah.
No.
Tom, I think you hit the nail on the coffin right there. I think when you look at these women, exactly what you see is selfish, and it's not by accident. Just so you know, guys. Spoiler alert: I'm doing this to showcase a point, because I could sit here and rant about how modern women are, or about how, you know what I mean. But the good thing that I feel like Kevin Samuels did so well was that he demonstrated what these women were and what they did. And they showed themselves. And that's why media is so great, because it allows you to put a magnifying glass and now you can see. Now you can see. Look, look, you can't argue with this. This is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. This is the mentality. This is what women are talking about. And that's why this is so great.
No,
Women do not make
I
men feel
disagree
good
with
enough to
what
keep
that
them. Like,
person
we just
said,
really like
because
you.
Honestly, I feel like if there is a guy, I went on a date with him. He's a really nice guy, but I don't
You're not vibing.
I don't feel him like that.
Why not?
When he texts me,
Like,
he
like this.
annoyed.
Time says attention is a drug for women. Very entitled.
Where does he work?
He actually has a very credible job. He, I don't want to say what it is because I don't know if he watches this.
Okay.
No, yeah, annoyed is definitely the feeling. It's definitely not like placeholder
Doesn't
kind
give
of.
you any pleasure.
Different people care about different things. If you care about the money, then well, not even the money, the
Yeah.
title, because McDonald's workers do make a lot. So you guys say.
I think there's a lot of
89,000.
capping because if you tell me, if you come home,
That's a lot. Again, guys, that's a lot of money for the average person, specifically in the black community, though. Specifically in the black community. But it's a lot of money for the average person.
with a check in 1 week that's $7,000, and this is what you're bringing home, and you work at McDonald's flipping fries, do you think that I'm gonna care?
I wouldn't.
No, a lot of people, okay, you care about the perception, but you still gonna come home. I'm not gonna tell my friends my husband flipped fries.
Right.
But guess what? I'm gonna tell my friends my husband works at McDonald's in the corporate office in the back, and
Right.
far away. Okay,
Who cares?
You're
Who gives a
lying.
damn
but
fuck?
I think that a lot of us would go ahead and
Yeah.
get with the person. I don't think that we would really care.
Yeah.
But you do because you're lying.
So what? So what?
If you
Now
did-
let him lie.
Well, we're just saying this. I'm
Well,
not.
let's just say you guys will date, but you will care.
I will date you, but I'll care, and I'm just gonna lie about it to my friends. Period. Who cares?
That's.
And there's
I'm
gonna
dating
have
this
there's
girl.
gonna be a
Honest.
little insecurity behind that relationship.
Thank you.
Right.
And some disrespect in that.
And some disrespect because you going
Yep.
well he does make a lot of money. Well, why would there be disrespect?
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, because you can't even tell people. Listen, if somebody can look at you,
If your girl's
still
a
making
stripper
more
and
money
she's
then.
making a lot of money and taking care of households,
you know how
what are you
many?
gonna say?
That's like and this
Are
is.
you gonna tell people she's a stripper?
Well, this is first of all, I would never date a stripper. Let's get that clear.
I thought you did before.
No, I've never did, and I've never said I did. But
I just tried to.
but
Oh, prostitute.
I
That's
didn't.
even better,
I
guys.
didn't date her.
Did you tell her that? Did you
I
tell
didn't-
people she was a
wait,
prostitute?
Guys, I didn't date her.
Look at the face, y'all. Look at the face.
I didn't
so you
date her.
didn't- Oh.
I loved her.
You
It was
wanted
different.
to marry her.
I didn't date her. I loved her.
So you dated a stripper.
No, I never dated a stripper or a prostitute, but I did love a prostitute for 6 months.
Now, when
So you
people
were
asked
so you were not in a relationship with this prostitute?
No, she was out the country. There's no way I could really be in a relationship with her. I mean, I did see her almost every month, but
Niggas be in a relationship. You could be out the country. You could be in another planet and have a relationship with somebody.
So did you ever okay, but did
I
you
didn't hear what
ever
she said.
actually me neither. Me neither. Did you tell anybody about this relationship with a prostitute or did you disclose that she was a prostitute?
Yeah, what? Alan was the first one I talked to. I came back at
Alan
the table.
doesn't count.
No, Alan.
Tom, you're absolutely right. Then why go out with a guy if you don't like him? It tells you more about these ladies. Women don't respect men. It's the truth of the matter. Yeah, it's the truth. They don't respect men. They don't respect men. And in fact, we're probably gonna look at a video because that actually just that goes along with something that we were talking about. So yeah, let's go ahead.
This little boys
Alan
club,
told me
you
not
guys.
to do
Exactly.
it. And I said, yo, she's different. By the way, if you ever hear a guy say, yo, here's game 101. If you ever hear a guy say, yo, she's different, that means he knows he's making a conscious mistake, but he's willing to do it.
All of them.
You're trying to convince yourself, actually.
Yeah, it was like,
And that's-
but really,
that's
you
what
just got that different side of her, but she still is what she is. I mean, at the end of the day,
Inside of her, okay.
like, you got another side, you know.
The other side
Won't
that
give you this
isn't
time.
trying to fuck for
Won't give
money.
you this
Won't give me
time.
this time. Been there, done that, all right?
And I am sober, so you can't get me this time, motherfucker. He's like, yeah, go ahead, make yourself go crazy. Yo, fuck you.
I mean, at the end of the day, most girls are prostituting anyways. They just don't want to accept it. So, like, you know what? If you fucking for a bag, you're a prostitute. I don't care if it's a bag, an apartment. You still really fucking for a transaction. So, realistically, you just a higher price one.
But never prostitutes.
Give him the mic.
Me never a prostitute.
I just want to, Jada, I want to put something in context, right?
I'm not sensitive. It's
No. I want to put something in context.
Golly.
If your man comes home and he got a job at Starbucks making $76,000, which is what the salary is in New York.
Guys, I just want to say he said something very important because I always believe that words that we choose to say are very important. And what he said is, if you fuck for money, if you smash for money, if you have sexual intercourse for money, yes, that is hoeing. That is hoeing. That is whoring. You're a whore. You're a prostitute. You're a harlot, whatever you want to call it, but that's what it is. We can try to sugarcoat it all it is, but at the end of the day, there's a difference between, well, no, you know what?
I just want to put this in context. You came home, and let's say you, and I'm not making it sexist because let's say the woman makes less, you make 50. He comes home and like, baby, I got the job. It's 76,000. You're making 50. We could buy our first home. Baby, I got the job. We could get that car that you wanted.
Right.
Baby, I got the job. We could start something.
That's why I said I'm with it.
But if the day I fucking find out you at a fucking party and you don't tell motherfuckers that I'm a manager at Starbucks,
the only person that cares is you. No, he probably don't want anybody to know either.
No, but you also can't destroy a man's ego though. So like being around your friends, especially like having him around, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna lie? And
Like, it's a shame. like it's bad to be a manager. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
sprinkle your little sugar on the man's title.
Talk about it when we get home.
My bitch is lying about my job.
Right in front of my face.
I'm looking at her like, I don't do that.
Talk about it when we get home. Honey, right? I'll be rubbing his knee at the dinner table.
Let's not break.
Don't you break character.
I would be in front of my friends like, let's not talk about work today.
You work at Wall Street.
My man works really hard.
Work so hard.
Let's not talk
Yo.
about work.
Like,
We
what's this?
outside.
Is this that new Wagyu sushis? What's this? You tried the sauce?
That's so terrible. I know y'all definitely lying on Thanksgiving about your man's job then. Like,
I don't know.
but yeah, what does he do? Don't worry about it.
People really ask that question. I always hate it when people ask
What?
what somebody do.
First of all, I don't have things.
Managers make about 50K, guys. So, like I said, the average median income in the black community is about 36, 42, 50K. Being good isn't good enough, guys.
Even with like distant kind of family, the family I have Thanksgiving with, we like all together all the time. There's no questions like that, right?
it's in a setting like me and Rico hanging out. Be like, yo, Jada's coming out. Rico, girl come out. Yumi's coming out. We all, hey, yo, man. And then you coming out with the Starbucks manager.
Right.
And then we all like, and everybody's like, yo, what do you do? I'm a manager at Starbucks. Like, yo, that's cool. Yo, damn, that's cool. Like, guys think it's like nothing.
It's not a problem. So then why
I'd be
guys
like,
think it's nothing?
start telling me about coffees and different types
Wait,
of
no.
coffees.
Guys think it's nothing.
It will,
You wouldn't.
if your man and you my peoples, your dude works at Starbucks, who gives a shit?
Alan, wait,
That's
hold
what
on.
I'm saying. I'm waiting.
It depends. It depends. See, Alan's talking from a perspective that he's in. Well, Alan, you gotta understand. Alan's not gonna be in a place where there's gonna be a Starbucks worker who's not doing his thing, right? So if he's like, "Yo, okay, cool, yo, you work at Starbucks. You must be doing something big to be standing next to me." So, but if Alan was in Barcode, shout out to Barcode. If I'm talking about yeah, but if you're at a network
But that's
event,
how people feel when they're in relationships. You have to be of a certain level to be sitting next to me, obviously, or you have to be of a certain something. You're saying that as a person socially. You're the people around you socially have to be at a certain level. So for you to sit there and say that it's a problem for me to date somebody that's not socially like accepted, that's
But where do you stand? But where do you stand? And that's why a lot of guys be getting flack and they get called women haters because they ask the question, well, what are you? Because like I said earlier, We're talking about average women that have a high value expectation. So they expect, like, you know that there are women that think it's normal for a guy to just have 500K, 600K sitting around. The average American don't even have $1,000 in their bank account for an emergency. But then yet and still, they want to sit up here and you're expected to have over $500,000 set aside. That's not average. But being good isn't good enough. Once upon a time, being good enough was good enough for the majority. For the majority, it was good enough. It's always the star chasers. But now everybody's a star chaser. And that's what we see now. These women...
Well, we didn't say it's a problem.
It is.
But
being honest, yeah.
no, I mean, like, no, I'm not saying it's a problem.
And that's
for you
why I'm
to
gonna
date
lie
them.
if it's not gonna make sense.
But don't lie.
I'm gonna lie. I am gonna lie. I don't know where he work at.
That's the worst. Yo, when I hear people say that, I'd be like, oh, she got a lame.
Okay.
Cause you want to be you want to boast about your partner. Like I want to be like, yo, my
Okay,
girl
but what if your
does
man
this.
does something illegal or something and you just can't talk about it? Or what if you like it ain't everybody's business?
Actually,
Why are you with a man that's doing stuff illegal in the first place? Because you being with him in turn while he's doing illegal stuff, when the legal stuff hits the fan, which it usually does, then you get the blowback. Why do you women put yourselves in these positions and then wonder about your outcome?
Don't do that. That's the problem.
the girls
Because when
with
I
the
say I'm an
scammers,
entrepreneur,
they call their boyfriends truck drivers. I've heard that.
you know.
When they say that their boyfriends are truck drivers, really means scammer.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's the cover-up job.
Or no, the new cover up is investor.
I liked the
do like-
garbage men when I was, because I used to have a good view of the garbage men coming to my
Oh yeah, I saw
apartment in
you
Jersey
actually
City.
made a post about that.
And every time.
Tom says, what does she bring but weave, spider webs, lashes, a mess up bathroom? She doesn't have $20,000 in her account. I don't know. You never know these days with the way these women are. You know, I mean, they're professional whores. You never know. You never know. Genuinely, you never know.
I would hear the garbage truck. I would get off work late, and then I would just be up all night, and I would hear the garbage truck, and I would go, and I'd be looking out the window because I would forget my garbage sometimes outside. So it started off with me rushing to get my garbage out, and then I used to be like, well, damn, who these people? They fine as hell. And the next thing you know, I just always caught myself looking for the garbage, like, who coming today? Like, they were so sexy. I thought they were the finest black. That's when I started saying, yo, New Jersey got the finest black men. New Jersey got the finest. Then I was like, I'm never going back to Connecticut. And that's how my love for Jersey started.
At Quick Trip, there's a world of refreshing possibilities at your fingertips. Fountain, fresh.
Video, we basically got basically a master class in how modern women think. And yes, I understand that these women, they don't speak for all women. Yes, so I get it. But they speak for women. That's the truth. They speak for women. And so when we see women and how they move, what their expectations are. Again, being average and being good is not looked at as good enough by society. You have to actually, in order to be recognized as good enough, you basically have to be exceptional. You have to be exceptional. And guys, that creates a conflict. And I'm going to tell you what that conflict is. The conflict is, part of me wants to tell you, wants to tell you that the best plan of action in order to deal with this information, because if we know the type of women that we're dealing with, we know the type of environment, the social climate that we're dealing with, we know that. What is going to be your plan of action? What is your plan of action, right? And Time said, hold on real quick. Time says most of these women are in debt and have a student loan. Trust me, a woman is always wanting and needing facts. No, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's absolutely true. Should have been more specific. I say she probably touched 20,000, you know what I mean? But, you know, whether it's still in her account, you know what I mean? But that's 20,000 saved, you know, that's a different story, you know. But no, I'm sorry. But we have to really look at this, for what it is. And I want to, like I said, I'm at a difficult point or a position, because on one hand, I want to tell you that you need to just become better and just be better and just become better versions of yourself, become the best version of yourself in order to keep up with the demands of society and, you know what I mean, compete and win. But on the other hand, you have to realize that everybody can't do that. Everybody genuinely was not built for that. It's not. I've had to learn a big lesson in empathy, and this lesson in empathy just came from experiencing situations and having to stand on things having to stand on what I preach. And so I think it's really a good question, because at the end of the day, what do you do? What do you do? I personally think that it's best. I think it would be good. In an ideal world, I would tell men to just become better versions of yourself. You know, just stick your head in the ground and just do what you got to do, and then get to the higher position so that you can see the benefits that other people get to experience. That's how I personally have chosen to operate and move and function and get through society. But it's hard. And at the same time, what we see in this video is even being better than average is still not gonna be, it's still not gonna be accepted. So what are we supposed to do, guys? What are we supposed to do? You really can't, because in today's age, you really can't win for losing. You can't win for losing, and we just, being good isn't good enough. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like I said, this has been a struggle, and I'm gonna probably come back to this topic and have more on this topic. But you know, I'm not gonna belabor the point. I just wanted to pose a question, because when we look at society today, and I've mentioned before about the lack of standards in the community, but I think that this plays a role. I think that this plays a role, because even just the standard of respect for people that work hard, you know, we only like The community, the culture only respects the fast money, the entertainers, the athletes, the lifestyle. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. I might come back later, but you know, until then, I'm J Red Unfiltered. I'm signing out. Peace.